Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Tom, aka Nostradamus. I am the bombist. We're ready for another lively day of trading. Love that. Looking up a few things. Run a little behind. How's everyone doing? So Ethereum's looking pretty good, boys and girls. Ethereum's looking like it's gonna hit 3K this weekend. I think. Is it in store? Is 41K in store? Is $57 Cardano in store? Couldn't help myself. I had to one up Big Boy. I think yesterday Big Boy had two videos. One talking about the possibility of 20,000 Ethereum. His big number is 27,000 Ethereum. And then he did a collab with a YouTuber I really like, Benjamin Cohen, the Sheldon of cryptocurrency. And they discussed a 40K Bitcoin. I don't think Benjamin Cohen was feeling the 40K. I'm definitely not feeling the 40K. I'm definitely not feeling the 41K. I'm definitely not feeling the $56, $57 Cardano predictions. But I will give my thoughts again, my predictions again in the cryptocurrency market. Not gonna lie, my number kind of keeps going down. Everyone else's number mine's kind of heading down. I don't even know if I want to look at stocks. What's going on in the stock market? Let's take a quick look. The stock market, the opening bell is going to be in about 3 minutes. The NASDAQ is pumping. Unfortunately, my positions in the NASDAQ are not pumping. I don't even know, is Coinbase, what is the Coinbase in the NASDAQ? It's not pumping. It's letting me down. It's only up about $1 when the NASDAQ itself, futures are up 145. The E-mini S&P is up 30. Gold is down $8 to make me holler. The dollar, what's going on at the dollar? The dollar is up 8, almost 9 cents. I don't know that this has. I don't even know what the Fed said yesterday. Anyone? What did the Fed say? I didn't pay attention. I don't think the stock market being up, the NASDAQ being up, has anything to do with that. I think it's all Apple blew some doors off. It's going to the moon. Apple. Stock Mo's coming back up on my feed as of late. He's out there buying leaps in Apple. Best of luck, buddy. You should know, as a stockbroker, the odds are against you on that one. What did he buy? Like now I'm curious. When did he buy? Like a June? He went all the way out to the last one available. Paid about $2,400 for the 135, I believe. Or was it the 130? Maybe it was the 130. So he's up a little bit. There is a 48% chance of that being in the money. I don't know, man. If you're up, you might want to take your profits and run on that one, Stockmo. All right. Yeah, because Apple, they're doing a $90 billion buyback. Are you freaking? Well, they've authorized. That doesn't mean they're going to do it. So they've authorized a $90 billion stock buyback. Dude, $90 billion would buy over 90% of the S&P. They could choose any company. 90% of the companies in the S&P, they could choose one and just buy it. They could buy multiple, right? That's crazy. Just like, we're just going to use it to buy back stock. So Apple's looking pretty good. Apple is up $3 pre-market. Microsoft, it was, who else? Facebook, melting doors. I mean, Google melted doors. Google's up another 27 pre-market, 28. Facebook had earnings. People are buying them ads, boys and girls. Facebook's up $24 pre-market. Well, it's now no longer pre-market. We got the opening bell. Ding, ding, ding. Tesla, we need Tesla. Tesla's only up $4. We need that one to move. I still haven't looked at their earnings. They had record earnings, is one of the things I heard. But I'm also hearing the only reason they made money is because of Bitcoin. I do think, I'm just speculating, I do think one of the reasons they sold some of their Bitcoin was to pad their earnings report. You know, kind of buy them some time, because they're gonna have a really good year, but there's a lot going on, you know, with chip shortages and COVID, so they're probably struggling a little. I don't know, Elon's still gotta like hit targets to hit his like ridiculously crazy payout package, right? Like he doesn't get a salary, it's all based on like he's gonna be a quadrillionaire if he hits certain targets. And it, like, people thought these targets were crazy, they thought they were insane when he first did it, and he's hitting them, right? So Elon's being Elon. The Bitcoin is paying off. They still take Bitcoin for payment. I don't know. Have they mentioned how much they've actually taken in Bitcoin? Because we know they bought $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and then they sold around 230 million. And they made a good profit. So you know, that and the regulatory credits are a big part of the reason. They also blew out inventories. I mean, they blew out sales for the first quarter or what have you. So they're still on pace for a really good year. You know, the media, they want to find a narrative. Oh, they're only making money because of regulatory credits and blah, blah, blah. And whatever, dude. It's still a great buying opportunity. I think Tesla's a gift at under $700. It was a gift from the gods when it was under $600. Could some stuff happen and it potentially even goes down more? Who cares? Buy every dip in Tesla if you can. Tesla is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar company. Back to Apple, man. Stockmo gave out a pretty good reason why he thinks he's going to make a lot of money on his Apple leap. And then, you know, they were pointed, they were decent. But I can give many more why that's not going to happen. One being, your prediction has Apple being a $4 trillion plus company in the next year and a half. I don't know if that's going to happen. Anyway, that's a good segue for my Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum price predictions and where I think the market cap's going, because it's the same thing. We're going to go back to the market cap discussion. The amount of money that comes in to make that happen. Actually, let's take a quick look at the positions and see how we're doing. Actually, tasty work. So I've started breaking my rule on my small account. I've transferred in another 2,000. I'm no longer doing the 250 a month. I'm going to pump as much money as I can into the small account now. We grew it from 2,500 to 10,000 quick and easy by just putting in 250 a month plus doing over 100% gains, right? In the beginning of the year, a lot of that came with Tesla and Tesla options. It's because trading options is highly profitable if you know what you're doing. And I'm talking about selling options, not buying them. Let's take a quick look at the positions. Coinbase is up $1. Let's go, baby. I'd like to get back to even on that one. I think Coinbase is going to see $500, $600, $700, possibly even $1,000 this year, just based on my predictions of where I think Bitcoin and the crypto market cap is going this year. So, as I mentioned yesterday, we are at DEFCON 4. DEFCON 3 is there, right? So DEFCON 5, all clear, bull market, full blast off. We got plenty of room to grow. We're reaching DEFCON 4. We're like, okay, we got to be a little bit more alert. We got to be ready to possibly start taking some profit taking and some action. Boys and girls, I'm a very transparent channel. I show you all my trades. I show you all my positions. I show you everything I own at all times. You can ask me in chat. I will tell you what I think. I will tell you what I own. And I will tell you when I'm selling. You do not want to miss when I am going to sell. So be sure you hit that like button. Be sure you hit that subscribe button. And definitely, definitely make sure you hit the, you know, the noti bell, the notification bell. We have a critical alert on my keyboard, so I'm looking for one of the 37 cables on my desk to get that bad boy plugged in so we could charge that bad boy up. All right. I want to wrap up the stock positions, and we're going to talk about crypto. Man, Ethereum, it's going to 3K this weekend. What do you think? Hit the like button if you think it's going to go to 3K. Hit the dislike button if you don't think it is. I don't care. Hit the dislike. It doesn't faze me, son. All right, Coinbase. We've already talked up $1. Disney. I'm down on the Disney. I got a bullish put spread. We got 22 days to go. I need Disney above $185. We're there now. But we're reaching that point where I would either want to roll this or close this out. We just went in. All right, so let me see. I can roll this for a credit, only like 2 cents. Rolling it for a credit's good because, okay, I originally got $1.98 credit on this. $5 wide, so my max loss on this would be $302, right? The $5 minus the $1.98 received. I can potentially roll this, and even rolling it for a debit will not be the end of the world, right? It would just reduce the credit I got. It extends duration. And this is one of the, I don't talk about this enough, right? One of the beauties of selling options, I talk about this all the time. One of the beauties of selling options is you've already statistically got greater than a 50% chance of success. Right, you can't beat those odds. That's house odds right there. You trade small, you trade often, greater than 50% of the time, you're going to be successful. And our price target is just to make 50% profit. So that shoots it way above 50% chance of success on many trades, anywhere between like 60, 70, 80, and even on like put ratios or whatever. I don't do those a lot. You're talking like 85 to 95% chance of success. All right, enough waxing on about that. I'm going to see if I can roll this out for a credit. So I'm going to roll this out a month, extend duration. I don't think we're going to get 3 cents. Ooh, it's at 4 cents. So I'm going to just shoot, because there's 2 legs, I'll typically just lower that down a penny. 1 penny per leg. We'll see if we get 2 cent credit for that. We're going to let that go for a bit. We're probably going to need the price to go up a little bit more on that to get that filled. All right, DraftKings. We're close to 50% winner on that. We received $175. We're looking to close that out at 88 cents. So we are 17 cents away. Too early to do math. It's 6:38 a.m. PST where I'm at, boys and girls. So any of you guys out there on the East Coast, you're at brunch time already. All right, so Genog, that one's a winning again. We just need that one above $15. I'm gonna let that one go. Oh, that's only got 22 days to go too. I wonder if I can roll this one out for a credit. Nice, we can get a fat credit on that one. So I'm gonna cancel that. I'm gonna roll this out a month. Extend duration, get more money. I've already received $1.02 credit on a 2.5 wide. So my max loss on this, if I got it completely wrong, would be 250 minus 102, which would be $1.48, $148 loss. I'm going to look to get another 25 cent credit on that. So now I'm reducing my max loss by another 25 cents. I'm getting another 25 cent credit, extending duration, giving myself more time to be right. And I can be right even when I'm partially wrong with these strategies, right? So you can be wrong and still make money. You do a lot of these trades again. That's how it's done. All right, so the mid price changed on that quite a bit. All right, let's shoot for 15 cents on that. I'll take 15 cents. Let's go, baby. Am I gonna have to go down more? Am I gonna have to go down more? We'll try 13 cents. The bid ask, oh yeah, they're like 10 and 15 cent wide. We'll go for like 10 cents. I'm happy with 10 cents. Let's go, baby. All right, so we got 10 cent. I was hoping for a price improvement. Did not get it. Hyliion, we put that one on yesterday. Excuse me. Hyliion is one of these stocks in the past that used to make take a lot of airtime on my channel. I like Hyliion. I wish him the best. I'm from Kansas. The CEO or their plants all from Kansas. I wish them all the best. I want them to be successful. That being said, right, like their product, they've got a good product, but it's a very, very midterm product that only has about 5 to 20 years of life cycle in it, maybe a bit more, you know, where they retrofit the powertrain. And then they're going to have to catapult that into their fully electric truck. I don't know that they can compete with the likes of Tesla, right? Maybe. There is a chance. So we put a bullish put spread on there yesterday. Because it was at $10, right? It's practically at its spec price. It can go to zero. I don't think Hyliion's going to zero. I think they're going to have some moderate success. Hell, they might even eventually get bought out by someone like Tesla, right? Anyway, that one's up $7. We got 84-cent credit. We're going to let that one roll for a bit. We got 50 days to go on that one. There's plenty of time. NIO has earnings today. Tempted to put a bit more on. I have no idea. You know, that NIO is going to be a tough one. I don't know. I haven't been paying much attention. Saint Gang Gang, one word. What's going on? Good morning, Saint Gang. What's the word? Bird is the word, son. So I don't know what's going on. I haven't paid any attention to their deliveries. I used to have a lot of NIO stock. We made a fortune in NIO stock last year. I don't hold any NIO stock right now. I don't even think I have any over in the IRA. I could be wrong. I think I got rid of it. Yep. So we're just playing some bullish put spreads. You know, we got this one on. I'm not really doing much more than that. We got $103. Max loss on this will be $197. We just need it above 39. The expected move there's only 1 day left. So the expected move is $2.60. So the expected range after earnings today should be anywhere between 38.5 and 43.5. Honestly, like, I don't have a lot of money in my stock accounts right now because it's all in crypto. This would be potentially a good, you can go out to like the June. This would be a really good strangle play. Really good. You can get almost $2.77 credit on this strangle. See, that would give you 10. You could even go down to like 30, 50. Dude, like this looks really, really good to me. A 30-50 strangle, $10 wide from the mid price. You get a $1.85 credit, 89% chance of being 50% profitable. What would your risk be? Well, I mean, if NIO goes to $70, you know, you're going to take an $1,800 loss. So I'm not going to go into all the math here, but this is a play right here that if you had a decent size, an account portfolio, this would be a great play to put on. 71% IV. $5 expected move. This is outside of the expected move. In fact, your put is 1 standard deviation away. And if your put got breached, you could either just buy. There's so much you can do with strangles. It's amazing. So if the price starts going down towards your put, you roll down your call, right? You can roll out your strikes, extend duration. There's so much. That's another thing. Being able to defend is another great way. Learning how to defend your different strategies increases your probability of success. Again, well over 50%. So these are the things, man. Start learning them. It doesn't take that long. Stick around. I'll show you this stuff. I don't do it as much right now. Again, crypto, man. That's where all the money's at. All right. NNDM. We've done really good on that one, considering I've been way wrong. I've sold a 10 put. We've rolled it a few times. We've gotten the original 10 put, we got a $1.67 credit. We rolled it, we got another 67 cents. We rolled it again, and we got another 12-cent credit. I mean, the credit's going down because I've been really wrong. But we've gotten $2.34, $2.48 credit on this, right? So you take, and it's the $10 strike price, so you take $2.48 off that. You're talking, I don't even start losing money till like $7.52, right? We're up, and I've been wrong, way wrong on NNDM. Let's look at the chain. I think I'm up on the trade, being crazy wrong. Cost basis, I've lost 33 bucks. That's not bad. And we got plenty of time to be right still. We got 50 days for this to start going up and being right. And even if it doesn't get over $10, we'll probably have the ability to continue to roll, extend duration, or we could take the loss, which might not be that bad, or we can take the stock, right? Make it a wheel play and sell a covered call against it. What I should have done is made, like, what, selling both sides, man. I should have done a strangle out the gate. Strangles, you know, the strangle in NNDM would have made me nervous though, just because there's not a ton of cash in this account. And NNDM is one of those ones that it can, like, some news could come out and this thing could be $20 overnight. Dude, one word, man. What's with all these ellipses and dots? What's the word, dude? Thunderbird. Thunderbird's the word, not Ripple. That's an old school Thunderbird wine joke. And then we're going to tie in Ripple XRP. No one's going to get that but me. All right, so Palantir, we're looking good. We're up. I have 100 shares of Palantir and a covered call. Getting nowhere near my covered call. The covered call's in the money and the shares are in the money. I love it. Covered call, one of the best play. Like, if you're big into stocks, you should be doing a lot of covered calls. The risk is you lose your stock, but the math is simple, right? Most people don't realize it. All they realize is all the potential gains they could have lost when the stock gets taken away. But Tastyworks runs Monte Carlo simulations all the time, and they've done tens of thousands on covered calls. And statistically speaking, you always sold a covered call. In the end, you're going to make more money than if you just held the stock, even with it getting called away. Helium. What's going on with helium, dog? You're getting me excited. You're talking about the horse. So one of the big reasons I was drawn to helium on the Kentucky Derby is because I'm becoming a huge fanboy of the helium crypto, right? So I just felt like the stars are aligning on that. I got my Bobcat ordered. I can't wait to start mining that. Again, we're going to talk about helium more and more on this channel. I think the helium is going to be a 10 to 100x over. I really like the tokenomics. I like the so that's the one. That's probably the biggest thing that drew me to helium. I'm assuming you're talking about the horse. I'm talking about both. I'm talking about the horse and I'm talking about the crypto. All right, we did Palantir. Tesla. Come on, baby. We need you to go. Tattooed Chef. Oh, Tattooed Chef. Why you doing me dirty, Tattooed Chef? We are down. How many? We got 100 shares. We got a put spread. I think the put spread's losing money. Let's take a look. Only 22 days to go. 50% would be 20. Oh man, we are losing. This is no bueno. I don't even think I can roll that for like a small debit. I'm just whatever. We need a move in Tattooed Chef. We got a 15 put that's up a bit of money. That's good. That'll help cover some of the losses. Let's see what's going on over here. We got Bitcoin. Ooh, Bitcoin down below 54K, man. If Bitcoin continues to go down and Ethereum continues to go up, we might start reaching DEFCON 3, right? DEFCON 3, I'm gonna seriously consider getting some of my Cardano moved off the data list over to Binance so that I could sell. I'm gonna be getting ready to sell some Ethereum and maybe some other coins. We're not there yet. But I'm on alert. We're on alert. We're at DEFCON 4. You know, that reminds me. Let's check Twitter really quick. One of the great things I love about there we go, helium, sainthood. I did you wrong by not putting sainthood in my trifecta, but if it would have been Saint Gang Gang, it would have been #1. All right, so Twitter. One of the reasons I love Tastyworks so much is, dude, the CEO is the guy that invented Thinkorswim. A lot of people out there use Thinkorswim. An amazing platform. Tom Sosnoff sold it for like tens of millions, like, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. Created Tastyworks. You can email that dude. So I'm going on this big rant about one of the reasons I love Tastyworks, and my boy Nick Batista's let me down. He might not be awake yet. Oh, we got a notification. Nick didn't let me down. Nicky boy didn't let me. So you can email the CEO, the inventor of Thinkorswim, the inventor of Tastyworks, the inventor of the Tasty Trade Network. If you're not watching it, you should definitely be watching it. It is hands down the best financial education you can get out there, especially when it comes to options, derivatives, futures. Where I learn everything I know. But you can email the CEO and he will get back to you usually within the hour, almost always within the hour, and worst case, same day. That's amazing, dude. Try and email the CEO, Charles Schwab, or Robinhood, or Webull, or you name it, star.star, right? So Tastyworks is supposed to be adding. One of the things I don't like about Tastyworks is Tom Sosnoff's always promising things are going to come, and he always delivers late, right? Like Bitcoin was coming by the end of 2020, and they were like 4 or 5 weeks late on that. Recently, they've been, and they don't, like, anyway, I still love them, but they're talking about bringing 9 new coins. It's supposed to be yesterday or today. I don't think I can trade them yet. Let me check. Trade, crypto. Nope. I'm ready to buy some Polkadot and some Engine, man. It's supposed to be coming. So I didn't feel like emailing my boy Tom. I did throw a Twitter out to my boy Nick Batista. I love Nick Batista. He's don't tell anyone over at Tasty Trade, but I love him the most over on the Tasty Trade Network. He's a real go-getter, smart kid. Anyway, I love his personality. I threw a little tweet at him. I'm like, dude, when can I buy DOT? When can I buy Engine? Let's see what we got. Let's see if they will be live on, hopefully, in the, oh my goodness, the next, god damn it, Tom Sosnoff. All right. Okay, Tom Sosnoff, let me down. So next week now, man, like, it's going to be the same thing. Like, they finally got Bitcoin on Tastyworks when it was clocking, when it was blasting through all-time highs. I think it was 20,000 at the time. That's the same thing, man. Polkadot and Engine are probably going to, like, it's all going to go on this crazy run this weekend. Now, am I going to want to buy Polkadot if it's $50? I don't think that's going to be the case. I mean, it's kind of, Polkadot's still kind of lagging, all things considered. Ethereum's at 2768. Here's my portfolio. I haven't added a lot of my new Polkadot, right? I still have this OCD thing where I want this firmly over 500,000. So just so I can have a good gauge of where I've been. I have bought 325 more Polkadot. I'm looking to buy more Polkadot. Actually, I've added money to Tastyworks. Like I said, I added $2,500. Honestly, I'm tempted to put it all into Bitcoin right now, right? I'm not putting it into Ethereum when it's pumping to all-time highs, even though I do think it's going to go to 3K. Again, the reason I'm at DEFCON 4 is if Bitcoin continues to go down and Ethereum decouples and the altcoins start going up, that's a top-heavy indicator. And, all right, so let's get into the price prediction. So I don't think that's going to happen. But there is some concern we could be at the top, right? I am not dismissing the fact that we could be at the top, and it might play out pretty slowly over the next month or two, and it just might kind of go sideways and then start going down. But there's a lot of models and a lot of narratives. I've talked about my model quite a bit. The model I'm hitching my wagon to is this logarithmic growth curve. I've even got some trend lines backing this up. So I've said this several times. I think my Bitcoin price target by the end of the year is going to be between 120 and 150,000. And then you can apply those same somewhat formulas to the rest of the market, right? So again, if the cycle follows, the whole market is going to go up, the whole market's going to crash, the whole market's going to relief rally almost all the way back to previous all-time highs. Bitcoin's going to start dumping, and then all the altcoins are going to go parabolic for about 1 to 2 weeks, and then the whole shit's going to just come tumbling down, right? Excuse me. That's what's happened previously. I think there's a decent chance of a similar play out happening So I'm looking at currently, and Benjamin Cohen, if you don't watch his channel, you should. He does a lot of good analysis too, and our price targets align a lot more than out of these other models. The only other person that makes me doubt mine is the stock to flow kid. That guy has nailed it, and I think his price target's around 300,000. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope the stock to flow guy's right. Hell, I hope the stock to flow guy's wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope Big Boy's right. I would love nothing more than a $40,000 Ethereum and a $56 Cardano. If that shit happens this year, dude, like, I probably will delete my channel and I'll be flying to Puerto Rico, man, right? Like, I mean, I'm already be screwed. And that reminds me, I was watching the Nomad Capitalist yesterday, and he seems to think the unrealized tax is going to come, right? That scares the hell out of me, man. I can't even imagine how they would make that work, right? Like, how the F... Like, could you imagine if there was there's got to be some stuff going on with that I just don't understand. But could you imagine in crypto, I'm currently at $250,000. So, like, that immediately doesn't make sense, because that immediately takes a lot of long-term capital gains out, right? Well, it kind of depends on when you're right. So if you're right early, you're screwed. If you're right later, I guess you're better off. But now that it depends on how right you are, because this other tax, we're going to 43% on long term on anything over $1 million, right? So imagine, let's just say this, we do a modest. So my price prediction, I'm all over the map. So my price prediction is somewhere between a 2 and 3x on Bitcoin is where at current prices, which would put it between like a 6 to 8x from its previous all-time high of 20,000. I think 120,000 to 150,000 is likely where this tops out. In my opinion, again, I hope I'm wrong. So let's just assume, and then you could take the same thing with the rest of them, right? Ethereum's got a 2 to 3x in it, which is going to put it to 5 to 9,000. Cardano, you're talking Cardano Africa Day, man, this thing was over $1.40 when I woke up. I was pretty happy, but it's fallen a bit. So Cardano, you're talking, oh, come on, Tom, $4.20 to like $6, right? I think it's pretty possible. In Polkadot, same thing, maybe $120 to $200, right? But when you do that, just a modest 3x, a lot of people out there will be like, oh, 3x is too small, Tom. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear these big numbers. But guys, we're going to get back to the tax thing in a second. The market cap is $2 trillion. 3x, a 3x from here, we're looking at a $6 to $6.5 trillion market cap. It gets a lot. I agree, there's diminishing returns, right? The first one, again, Benjamin did a really good video on this. The first one was a 4,000% gain. 2013, 2017 was a 1,400% gain. And I think those diminishing returns are going to continue. And so like a 2 to 3x right now would put it at like a 700% gain from the 20,000 all-time high. I think that's very, very reasonable. And my exit strategies are going to be around that. Look, just like I say, I don't think this bull market is going to, I think this bull market's going to extend longer. I don't think it's going to crash like the previous ones, because what happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. So, I mean, it could manifest destiny itself. I also can't dismiss the fact that this one might go even higher again, right? Like, there's just so much demand could come in, the money could come in, and this could go much higher again. I could be wrong, and then we do see these big boy predictions come true. I hope Big Boy's right. I want nothing more in the world right now than Big Boy to be right. Nothing more in the world. I don't think he is. But I want nothing more in the world than that. But again, just even a 2 to 3x Bitcoin and Ethereum is only putting Bitcoin at 120 to 150,000, Ethereum to 5 to 8, 9,000, right? Cardano $3 to $5, Polkadot $90 to $150. And that, we're talking, boys and girls, a $6 trillion market cap. That's a 10x of the market cap from 2017. And we're talking about trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. So that stuff's got to come from somewhere. So institutional buying, we're kind of being let down on that right now. I mean, we're not really hearing about all these companies that said they were, we haven't even heard Twitter say they bought it yet. I don't think they've done earnings yet. So maybe Twitter's still out there. Oracle was a big one. We haven't heard about Oracle. Apple hasn't been buying, right? I mean, Square and PayPal are still buying, but they got crypto businesses. They're practically crypto exchanges now and crypto merchant payments and blah, blah, blah. So it makes a lot of sense they're doing it. You got your boy Michael Saylor. That guy's almost tapped out. I don't know how much, right? Like they're going into debt to buy Bitcoin. So, I mean, that guy might, he's a little psycho, but he might consider taking profits too, right? Anyway, anyone else out there? We are seeing other companies, like I've seen the news recently, some Japanese company bought 100 million. So it's not just the United States. So there, it is happening, right? So it is still happening. I just don't know. I mean, for a $500,000 Bitcoin, you're talking about 10 trillion market cap just for Bitcoin. That's not happening. At 300,000 price, you're talking about a $6 trillion market cap for Bitcoin. So $300,000 Bitcoin, $6 trillion market cap is possible. It's possible. I don't think it's likely though. Again, I hope I'm wrong. So that's my, but now let's go back to the unrealized tax. Could you imagine, let's say we just go up another 2x from here. So my portfolio's chilling at, we'll say $1 million. We'll just round it up to $1 million. Because I do have another $10,000 in Polkadot that's not on here, and a little bit of a little bit of Cardano, and a little bit more that I'm going to be buying over the next week or two. So we're just going to do a flat 500,000 total. We'll just leave it at 250,000 profit. We double it. Let's say I'm at a $500,000 profit by the end of the year, and there's unrealized tax gains. What the F do I do, right? Like, first of all, I'd be up $500,000, which puts me at like the max tax rate, right? So I'm gonna have to pay between state and federal. I'm gonna have to pay around 50, probably like 53% in taxes. So I'm up $500,000. And I owe, we'll just say $250,000 in taxes. What? Like, what? how is the, like, you want to talk about the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, man? Like, how the hell is someone middle class supposed to crawl themselves out of the middle class and become wealthy with something like that going on? It's almost possible. I have to sell half my crypto just to pay taxes, right? And so I have to sell half my crypto, or I have to sell half my profits just to pay taxes. And I can leave the rest on. I can risk leaving the rest on. And if crypto collapses, I've just paid $250,000 in taxes. Now let's say I'm $100,000 in the hole, and I can only write off $3,000 of that. I mean, that rule will have to change, right? Like, that's just insane. Like, who would want to risk all that? Who would want that headache? And something like that could kill crypto, right? Or it's gonna, I don't know, it's gonna definitely change the game. You're gonna have to, like, now the only way to do it would be like an IRA or something, right? Like, the IRA would probably become the preferred method of doing everything, I guess. Which, you know, there's some pros and cons to that too, because if you're, it kind of forces you to, one good thing about, I mean, there's pros and cons to everything. So, I mean, you can't touch it to your 59.5. I mean, you can, and there's only a 10% penalty. Maybe that's better than freaking this unrealized tax thing, man. I don't know. There'll be some other tax shelters that come out of it. It's going to cause more people to leave the country, though. I really hope Nomad's wrong on that one. I need to get my money. I need this 10x to 50x to happen this year so I can take my bag before that comes into law so that I don't have to deal with it, right? Me, Kevin was also doing some other stuff about how the Biden's effing up the real estate. I didn't really follow some of it. I'm not a real estate expert, but there's definitely a lot of things coming down the pipeline that might make it really, really ugly for a guy like you and me to get ahead in life anymore. So it'll be interesting. Anyway, that's my price predictions. I don't think Ethereum's going to 40,000. I think Ethereum even touching 10,000 this year is highly unlikely. Again, I hope I'm wrong. Bitcoin's not hitting 300 to 500,000. And in fact, there are some concerns that we are at a top. Like, I am not dismissing the fact that we're at a top. Bitcoin is now, it's coming down. It's now down 1,200. Again, if Bitcoin continues to start trending down, we're at my green little trend line, spider line. Bitcoin continues to go down and Ethereum continues to go up, and like you really start seeing this stuff like skyrocketing, we're edging closer to DEFCON 3 than we were at the beginning of the stream. We got 7 viewers in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Anything you want me to talk about? I'm getting ready to wrap this up unless there's something you got on your minds. 7 viewers, 2 likes. Let's change that. Let's get it to at least 3 likes. All right, let's see what's going on in the stock market as we wrap this up. The NASDAQ now up only 70. Been cut in half. They've cut that NASDAQ. Ian, tell me in the house. Good morning. Good morning. In summary, if the real estate changes go through, family home prices will continue to go up, eventually pricing the middle class out of buying homes. You will own nothing and be, yeah. I think the disparity between the wealth, they keep talking about how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. I think a lot of these, I mean, they're masking it behind we're going to tax the rich more. Nah, man, you're just really screwing, and you're making it really difficult for anyone to kind of become rich, right? It just, more population control and like all these tax things that they're coming up with is like, dude, we already had 4 years of Trump and dividing the country, and I'm not getting into politics, and I'm not gonna tell you where my wagon's hitched. You can come to whatever, but no one can dismiss the fact that our country was deeply divided during Trump, right? And I'm not saying that's Trump's fault. Trump just showed what's really going on in this country, and the bipartisan Democrat Republican, it is becoming so divided that it's tearing our country apart, and most people don't realize a lot of this is coming and being fueled by foreign actors. I'm talking Russia, I'm talking China, I'm talking North. Dude, like, it is not tinfoil hat. It is fact that when Trump got elected, Russian operatives led massive rallies on both sides. If Trump's not my president, and the other side MAGA, right? It's a lot different. The propaganda is a lot different now. It's on Twitter, it's on Facebook. They're trying to, but all of this stuff and the trenches that Democrats and Republicans are digging themselves into, man, it's all very, very ugly. It's going to make the next, and the stuff Biden is doing with taxes is very, very dangerous. I mean, come on, dude. One of the biggest reasons we revolted against the motherland, the United Kingdom, Boston Tea Party, no taxes, no representation. Now the taxes are starting to talk about like getting, like, dude, I don't know, man. It's just all very, very troubling. I mean, there's always like something out, and then the news narrative. I don't know. It's very frustrating, and the whole housing thing is very frustrating. I think Meet Kevin's kind of blowing it out of proportion, because it's definitely going to hurt him a lot more than it's going to hurt someone like me. I mean, there's going to, because it's something to do with like over $1 million too on the housing and things like that, and the long-term capital gains on housing and all that. So there's still going to be quite a few just people like me, right? I bought my house for 145,000. I could sell it now for like 250,000. I'm still like, even with the new changes, that's not going to affect me a lot, but you know, it's going to be a lot harder for me to buy. There's already a housing shortage. I don't know that that's going to get any better. They're talking about the 40-year lease. That's going to make housing prices go up. There's a shortage of wood and materials, and that stuff's skyrocketing. So all of this stuff is going to lead. I don't foresee a housing crash, you know, forbearance on the foreclosures. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how a lot of this plays out. Again, I really, really hope there's no unrealized tax gain. I think that's just insane, and that could devastate the markets and investing, and seriously crush the small guys like you and me. One of the things that frustrates me about Meet Kevin, and he's always talking about the suits. Bro, you are a suit right now. I'm sorry, man. If you got a $20 million stock portfolio, you're a effing suit, right? Mentally, I don't want to be a suit, but money-wise, I want to be a suit, right? I want to get to suit level, money-wise, and it's getting harder and harder for us to do. It's like, so I have a decent salary. I make close to 6 figures a year, right at that mark. I don't want to say the exact amount. I mean, one of my biggest fears is someone from my job ever comes across this channel. I most certainly don't want them to be any strife over, like, if I make less or more than anyone there. But I make right at that, right? So I make good money. I watch my expenses. I work hard for that, though. Hard as F for that. We're talking 40, 60, 80 hours a week. And when I'm not working, I haven't been doing it lately. I would have to study 20, 40, 60 hours a week just to continue to get to the next level and the next level. So I'm at a point where if I continue to accelerate my skills in order to get paid, I'm going to have to move on. And yeah, I love my job and it's easy-ish for the most part. So I do good. I watch my expenses, I work hard, and I invest hard. Like, if you guys saw my living room right now, you would see how much I watch my expenses. There's nothing in my living room. Nothing. It's a bare living room, dude. Like, I want to put, well, and one of the reasons I haven't put furniture and a TV back in there is because I might be selling the house. But I'm not buying couches. I'm not buying TVs. No, I'm holding back. I don't need them. I'm buying freaking crypto. I'm buying freaking stocks. I'm trying to make money. Social media and mass media. Yeah, dude. You know, I've heard a lot of people tell me about the social. I started watching it and it was kind of a documentary fiction type thing. And it wasn't, but I don't need to watch The Social Dilemma to see what's right in front of my face. The media is the media is 100%, well, I wouldn't say, about 98% centered around getting clicks and getting ad revenue. They don't give a fuck what they're putting out there. All they care about is the ad revenue. I don't care. YouTube demonetized me for saying fuck. Guess what? I'm not even monetized yet. But hit those like buttons, hit those subscribe button. Let's get me monetized. I'll still say fuck, and then they can demonetize the video. I apologize if the F word bothers you. You know what? I hold back, boys and girls. I hold back because I'm a bit of a trucker outside of YouTube. A little bit of trucker language, and I try and keep it PG around here. I don't want to offend anyone. If swearing bothers you, I don't know, man. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Another great stream. Thank you for hitting those like buttons. Thank you for hitting those subscribe buttons. I'm going to wrap that up. We'll do a quick check on where Bitcoin and Ethereum are at. We're still at DEFCON 4. DEFCON 4. Bitcoin's kind of stabilizing, still around the 53.7. We pulled back a bit. Be ready for DEFCON 3, boys and girls. All right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.